Hey everyone. In this video, I want to talk to you about how you can love women and not be a simp. This video was inspired by a great conversation I had with a friend of mine where we were discussing the red pill and MGTOW and modern women and female psychology. And I was basically making the case that you can love women like who women are at the core and not be a simp. Because for some reason, that idea nowadays, a lot of guys would label a man who loves women fully as being a simp. But I believe that's a huge misunderstanding, because simps are basically men who grovel at the feet of women, men who are willing to lay their integrity behind them to get a woman, men who are willing to not be true to themselves to get a woman. Basically, they're just guys who are so desperate, so insecure, that they will give up almost anything to get a woman, even if that woman isn't great for him. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about loving women so much that you're willing to give them the world and give up your integrity and all your dreams for a woman. No, that's not the case I'm making here. I'm saying you can love women, meaning who women are at their core, that feminine essence. That's like the best word I can think to describe it, and that I borrow from Zan Perrione, who's basically one of my mentors that I've never met, but he is just phenomenal with his philosophy of beauty and life and women. And he likes to say that women have this like essence of beauty or femininity that makes them incredibly magnetic. Now, he's not quite talking about all women, although all women do possess the ability to become in tune with this side of them. He's just saying that if you can notice this female, I'm tripping over my words because it's so hard to describe, but that feminine essence or essence of beauty that woman has, then it just makes you able to better connect with women in general. And you can kind of learn how to draw that aspect out of women, even like the most innocent or the most frustrated or angry women, although he does argue, and I agree, that you shouldn't necessarily spend a lot of time trying to coerce it out of a woman. It really shouldn't be all that difficult. I mean, if it's super difficult, that woman's probably a lost cause and she needs to work on herself. But there is still that aspect that almost every woman can tap into. But sure, a lot of women, especially modern women, are just not really in tune with it anymore. And it's a shame. But it does make me wonder if there's a male equivalent. And I would definitely wager men aren't in tune with it nowadays, because there's so many weak men nowadays. And yeah, so women are probably feeling an equivalent to this on their end, where guys that they have in their dating pool just aren't quite what they used to be, say, like 50 years ago. So both sexes are dealing with this equally. But back to the subject at hand. I believe you can love all women because you love that essence of beauty that all of them possess and still not be a simp. You can understand female psychology, female nature, you can understand hypergamy and monkey branching, and how a lot of women are attracted to wealth and they'll drop you as soon as they find someone who's got, well, actually, that's hypergamy and monkey branching both combined. But yeah, you guys get what I mean. You can understand female nature and even some of the darker aspects of it, which makes guys go full-blown red pill and MGTOW and think that they never want to have another relationship in their lives. You can understand all those things and still love women. You can. I know this sounds like blasphemy to any guy who's delved too deep into MGTOW and red pill, but hey, that's like almost delving into frickin' like the opposite spectrum of the, like the Nazi feminists, basically. The feminists who go too hardcore into their feminism to the point that they start to hate all men. MGTOW and red pill guys who go off the deep end and start shunning all women and putting all women in one basket. They're the male equivalents of those hardcore radical feminists. And it boggles my mind how they can't even see that. But yeah, it's pretty funny. There's always if you'll notice in life, quite often, whenever there's a movement, there's always a counter movement. So nowadays you have feminism, well, now there's MGTOW, the counter movement. So yeah, it's pretty funny. But anyway, so my whole point here is loving women and recognizing that beauty that they have, that essence of femininity that each of them possess, even if they're not in tune with it. That doesn't make you a simp. Because you can still love women for that side of them and know their nature and know which women aren't worthy of your time, which women are just trying to use you to get ahead in life, and know immediately, okay, this woman isn't worth my time and energy, I'm not going to spend it on her. But you can still love other women, or you can even still love that core that she has in her, even if she's not fully in tune with it. That doesn't mean that you need to continue spending time and energy on her. You can just appreciate it from afar and be like, she still has that aspect within her, even if she's not in tune with it. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is kind of like a high-level philosophical thing, and it's kind of hard for me to even explain, and it's something I've noticed not too many men seem to really, I guess, think about, or I don't know. I haven't really met too many men personally that think this way. I've met plenty of them online, but I don't think I've met any in person yet. So to my knowledge, it's something that's rather rare. But yeah, so it's really interesting because so many guys nowadays, they learn about female nature and they mistakenly attribute hypergamy and monkey branching and all those things to every single woman on the planet. But that's just not true. You can't put everyone in one boat, because as soon as you do that, your logic is flawed immediately, because there will always be outliers. But even then, there are still a lot of women out there who don't play these stupid games. Women who are just looking for a great guy that they can meet and stay true to him, stay loyal to him, and settle down with him and start a family. Not every woman is going to cheat on you as soon as she finds a guy that she believes is better than you. There are still a lot of women out there who are willing to work with you, and even if you have a moment of weakness, they're not going to leave you over it. They're going to stay there and support you throughout that moment. This is what you should be looking for. So yeah, just don't become jaded and think that all women are bad because you learned female psychology and you now believe every woman is that way, because I'm sure there's like a male equivalent that if women were to learn male psychology, there are probably some things that would scare them there as well. So it goes both ways. But yeah, I truly believe you can love women at the core and still not be taken advantage by the bad ones. And I do have to specify just the bad ones. Because remember, there are tons of women out there. Not all of them are the same, and there are certainly some really great ones, even now in modern times where dating is just basically a shit show pretty much, but there are still great women out there. And you can still love that beauty that all of them possess. And maybe I should make this into another video because I don't want to go too long here, but you can even learn to kind of coax that side of them out. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been out with friends and start talking to a woman and she seems a bit kind of jaded, or maybe she's not having the most fun. She kind of has all these walls up. And if you're just non-judgmental and try to connect with her, you can actually coerce that beautiful side of her out. And she could start glowing in front of you and having a great time with you. So it truly is a beautiful thing. I'll probably save that for another video because that seems like a good one. Maybe I'll title it something like How to Draw Out the Beauty in a Woman. I don't know. But it's an incredible thing because you can often even take women who just seem kind of done with men and you can show them that, hey, as long as you're just willing to witness her beauty and see her as she is and see that beautiful nature, that core of her, you can draw it out. And I'm pretty convinced if you're able to do that, women will be really loyal to you. I think that kind of is like a way of overriding like hypergamy and monkey branching, because they'll realize that you're a rare man and they are going to want to lose you. So I don't know, I need to do more testing. I need to find more guys who even think this way so that I can be able to test this more, but that's just my theory there. But anyway, this video is getting way too long, so I'm going to end it here because my whole point pretty much was you can love women. That doesn't make you a freaking simp. I mean, that word gets thrown around too much. Simps are basically what I described at the beginning of the video. So you can still love women and not be a freaking simp. But anyway, I'm going to end the video here. So I truly hope you enjoyed this one. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe for more. Otherwise, like the video. That's the easiest way you can help me out. And of course, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm curious to see what people have to say, especially for the guys who are like super into red pill and MGTOW. I'd be curious to see what they have to say about this. Hopefully they even have an open mind. Who knows? Maybe I'll just get hated on by them. Maybe they'll call me a simp. Maybe maybe they'll call me weak. Whatever, I'm open to all of it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember guys, we're all on this journey together. The most important thing is that you just keep going, keep moving forward, and maintain an open mind. Stop putting everyone in one box and then wondering why your relationships don't work or why dating doesn't work for you. It's because you're basically shooting yourself in the foot before you begin with your mindset. You're thinking that everyone is a bad match for you. So of course, that's going to be your reality. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So make sure you don't do that. But anyway, see you guys in the next video. Arrivederci.